I am Slick Nick, and you have decided it is worth your time to watch a 40-year-old man get ready in the morning before he takes a shower. So what we're going to check out, you're going to watch me trim my neckline, you're going to watch me trim my stubble, and rebuzz my hair. I do this basically about every 3 days. That's where I'm at right now. I may eventually decide start doing a zero guard, but for right now I'm doing the 2.5 millimeter, so it makes more sense to do it about every 3 days to keep that consistent look. And ultimately this stubble here, you'd think, well, why don't you just use this on your face too? But really, I don't seem to have luck with this on my face for my facial hair. It seems to work good for this, but as far as my face, I use this. So here we go. I'm going to use 3 different devices. I do this about every 3 days. That's about twice a week. And I like it better than having to, say, shave every day or something like that. Like when I still had, hair, when I'd have to fix my hair, then I'd still have to shave. But this, it's all in one. I like it. So here we go, starting with the Remington Shortcut Pro, double checking the guard. It's a 2.5 millimeter. That's less than a 1, but more than a 0.5. So here it is, 2.5 millimeters. Actually, no, I'm not going to start with the hair. I actually want to start with the neck trim. That's where I like to start, from neck to the top of my head. That's just how I like to do it. Remember, it's worth your time. You decided you wanted to watch this. I'm sure this will get an easy 1,000 views because that's how the internet works. It's pretty funny, huh? Here we go. Okay, that's good enough. I don't take it too seriously, but I just want to make sure that the jawline stands out there. So I just kind of do it like that. So, making sure that I have my neckline trim, that's important to me. Now for my next step, I've got this Conair trimmer here. What's really cool about this, and a lot of beard trimmers will have this option, but it says a number 3 right there. I could put it down to where it's similar to having stubble after 1 day or 2. I'm putting it on 3. So this is supposedly what it would be like if a man didn't shave for 3 days. I'm gonna get down to that. Now granted, my hair grows much quicker than that, and I think probably in reality, I'm not exaggerating, that, let's say I shave one morning, 24 hours later, pretty much that would be like the normal man's 3 day. But for me, it's a little bit different. For me, putting on number 3 seems to match where I'm going to do with my hair. So got it on number 3 there, because I definitely want the stubble to match the consistency on top. So here we go. I'm just gonna kind of lazily run this over my stubble. I'm going to point out, as in other videos, I personally don't like the white showing through my beard. So this number stubble is just enough to get rid of that, and still it pretty much looks black for the most part. But that's why I like this, because I don't want the white showing through, and I also don't want to have to dye my beard. So now I'm going to be buzzing that part off here. So it's so subtle, but at least it gets rid of that as far as making it obvious. So there we go, where we're at so far. We've trimmed the neckline, we've put on a new shorter version of the stubble, and now I'm going to take this down to the 2.5 millimeters. Just double checking again. There it is, 2.5 millimeter, which is 3/32 of an inch. So here we go. Then we'll be all done. Just double checking, making sure. There we go, looking good. Also, I'm going to take special care around the ears, because for me, going with this look, the concept is I'm a little bit thinner on top, but my hair is black. So I want to make sure this is especially clean on the side so that it looks a little bit more well balanced. Now I'll just go over one more time to kind of even out the top. All right, there you go. So now I'm all cleaned up. You can rewind to the beginning of this video. I probably don't look a whole lot different, but that's the whole point. I don't want it to be obvious. I want it to be a subtle, I look the same every day. That's what I was about to say, part of my morning routine, but really it's not. Again, it's like twice a week. This is how I like to do it so far. So again, in review, that's a 2.5 millimeter on my head. And then for me, I put this on the 3-day stubble setting. And then I definitely trimmed my neckline all the way. And I like that better than having to do this every day. I feel that it's actually, in some ways, just easier and not as hard on my skin. There you go. I'll try to remember to put a link to this device if you're interested in buying one of those yourselves. Thanks for spending 9 minutes of your life for this. This is important to you. You wanted a visual of this. The free market has spoken. Thanks for arriving.